Oh, hell no. What did you do? She thought it was a cop.
Oh.
She just sort of had it.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Here we go! 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 Here we go!
Welcome to Salute. I'm Shakiria, and I'm here with my dad, Joe Ugly.
And of course, I'm a U.S. Army veteran, and she is
Marine Corps, of course.
And we're veterans, and we're here to salute the men and women who have served in the U.S. military. And I understand that you have something you want to talk about, good old spark it up.
I got
Yeah.
I got a question for you, actually. So a couple years ago, the New Jersey had announced that they were going to allow police officers to pretty much smoke weed on their off duty. So it became a big conversation in the military because among like my peer group age, right? Especially because we were in California too. So because it was
When you were
happening-
serving,
yes, when I was in the military.
Okay.
So while I was serving, it was a big conversation because it was happening at the state level. So naturally we started thinking, well, if they're pushing cops to do it, like, you know, what's next in, you know, is it going to go federal? Is it going to go eventually go to the military? And then it was a big joke, like we'll be less stressed, less miserable if we were able to.
Hey, enemy, why you holding that weapon at me?
I just think if everyone was high, I feel like we'll have less problems.
When you off duty,
Yeah.
when you're off duty, and I could see why they would be hesitant to make it legal in the military because you're on 24/7.
Yeah, technically, yeah, that's
Technically,
true.
you're
That
on
is true.
24/7. So you might be called to mission and you high as a kite. That's not going to work.
Okay, what about weekends?
No, I got to push back on my own argument.
Okay.
What about people who drink?
That's true. People, you know,
You see?
I'm not even going to say.
See what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna
So
say
we
that.
know you're able to
Do a lot.
do something under the influence.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get called up, you get called up.
Right.
You know, so it's not like everyone is going to do it, but it's going to be a good bit of people who are going to do it.
That's true. Or maybe they could just have like a limit. Like you can't
Weekends and time off,
only.
I can understand.
Yeah, I
You
think that's
cannot
more
do it.
manageable. I
Yeah.
think that's more manageable.
But you know, now that they have proven that weed is good for anxiety and all these other things
Exactly.
in medical terms, can somebody smoke weed and be in combat? That's supposed to combat anxiety. So it's a big question. That's not just one for, let's do it and
it
run.
has to be like studied and
There
it has to be like
I
a
don't think
test.
it's so much
put to
studying
it.
as if it should be as much as talked. Get some talk on it. Get some depths on it. You know,
Right, yeah.
I think they miss out on actually thinking things through sometimes. You know,
Absolutely. Yeah.
I just don't want to be the guy to say no because, I mean, I don't weed up, but why not?
I don't weed up.
I know. Come on, man. Don't worry.
I don't weed up.
I'm
It's
40.
hilarious.
What am I supposed to say? All right,
I don't
what's your
weed
right?
up is
I'm gonna start
hilarious.
saying, like skunk juice. Just out of the blue, I'm just gonna say, skunk juice.
You know, I don't-
and I want to make that a thing because I'm still stuck on old slang. Here I am in 2024, and I'm
Weed
dropping
up.
some more. No, I don't. But I don't put what I don't do against others.
Right.
You know.
Right. Exactly.
I know you young folks like to say blaze or,
I don't know. I don't do any of that. I don't know in like the term.
I don't even know why you need a term. Just do it.
I know.
Okay, how about if you say, I got the Nike going. I'm just doing it.
I was like,
No, but I'm concerned. If I do that, then I'm going to sound like the crazy black man on the porch.
exactly.
God
Yeah.
ties! What the hell's
Yeah,
wrong
when
with
you
them?
age I saw something that said when you age as a black man, either go through routes. You go angry black man,
Mm-hmm.
crazy black man, or you just don't say shit after a while.
Or you catch 4. There's a fourth one.
What's the fourth one?
All of the above. I go through the motions.
I can see that.
All of the
Yeah,
above.
I can see
I
that.
could be angry as all. Absolutely. You're like,
Yeah.
damn. Woo! I look at myself, and then like
What
I
is
get
it,
totally
though?
crazy. It's a.
I feel like
you know,
age, you should be like
No,
chilling.
no. It's a right of privilege. Once you cross 50, you
You're like, I don't
entitled.
give a fuck
You start
no
getting the entitlement, and every year after that, the entitlement adds up.
We know an older gentleman.
Hmm?
I'm talking about Clarence.
Hold on now.
Clarence is like, I'm 70. Don't talk to me. Don't
Yeah,
look at me.
no,
don't-
he's 70. I'm 73. I don't care what nobody say. I love that guy.
He's just waiting for. He said, I'm just waiting for death.
Yeah, like I'm
Oh,
sitting.
my
I should
God.
move to Florida. God's waiting room.
You know what's funny? Florida has two different aspects. It's either you're going there for death, or
You're going there for extra fun. It's like
Yes, death or extra fun. Like Miami, I mean, it's
Oh, it
two
depends on
different
where in
worlds.
Florida.
Exactly.
You know,
it's crazy.
there's God's waiting room altogether.
Yeah.
Because if you have too much fun, you meet your maker. You'll meet your maker in Florida.
In Florida, probably. In Miami, probably. I don't know.
Too much of
Wouldn't be
anything. You'll
surprised.
meet your maker, and if it's down there, you gonna get it.
True,
Florida.
yeah, that's too much. All right.
We're gonna get a hacksaw and cut off that tail end of the United States.
Would you move to Florida? No, I know you wouldn't. You would
Not
never.
even if Jesus says so. Florida, I ain't got. Hey.
Listen,
hey.
no, I
I
have
have family in Florida. I
Me
have
too,
people
yeah. I
in
mean, of
Florida.
course,
If you're in
Jamaican.
Florida and you're watching this, don't take it personal.
Yeah.
I'm quite sure you're not ready to move to the cold up here in Connecticut. I'm quite sure
At
this is
all.
not your thing.
All right.
That heat ain't mine. Okay.
I don't
I'm
necessarily.
from the islands, and I'll tell you, that heat is not mine.
I'm from the islands. It's not even the heat for me with Florida. It's the lizards. Like
The wildlife. Let's
it's
get to the point.
Yeah,
the wildlife.
crocodiles in your pool. And I'm not talking about in Jamaica. We have lizards, of course, but I've never seen lizards that big in my life. Them things is huge, and they're just chilling.
Steroids.
Chilling.
Florida steroids. You get strong when you got to swim over from Cuba. Get off the shores like
It's the steroids. Yeah, the lizards, crocodile in your pool on your porch. Man,
I couldn't do it. You know,
that
it's
is
like-
crazy.
no. You have to do some crazy. I saw this this reel. Is that okay to call it
Yes,
that?
that's
All
what
right
it
now. Okay. Just checking, people. You never know these things. But I saw this reel, and it was a guy. He's saying, when you live in Florida, and he had all the things that happens when you're living in Florida.
Right.
Like you go to empty the trash can and you pull it forward and you peek in to make sure you're tapping it, making sure nothing is behind it.
Oh my God.
Or you leave your shoes outside the door. You come out, you tapping it upside down.
Oh,
and
make sure there's no. I can't live my life like that.
Florida is a caution state.
It is.
You gotta do everything with caution.
Bro, I think they said they have like animal control on like speed dial, like you do
I
911
can
down
imagine
there.
snakes.
That's
Like, come on, no.
That's disgusting.
I'm telling
I've seen videos of them too, and
We're
they're
gonna get a big
crazy.
electronic hacksaw. We just gonna cut off that tail end of Florida and let it float on into its own little island. And we're not gonna say nothing. Florida, you're still gonna be in our hearts. Right now, we're gonna get people in Florida right now.
I know. You know what?
I hate them
We
already.
got a lot of veterans down there, so let's
Yeah, we
not,
do. We have a lot of
yeah.
veterans in
They
Florida.
got a base down there. The Blue Angels is down there. Have you
Oh,
seen them? In
Blue Angels?
The Navy Blue Angels, the pilots, the jets that do the shows. What? You don't know the Blue Angels?
Everybody in the military love jets. I don't know why.
Because jets are loud and annoying, but they're badass. I think.
I've never been to an air show.
Oh,
I've been
really?
near one now. I was near one in Texas, and I just saw it and went by.
I
and
went
they
to
said
two,
a plane crash, and I was
Oh,
like, okay,
yeah.
I don't never want to do this.
I have some videos from my last
So-
air show, and
I have crash trauma. Let me go on.
crash
Can I get service connected for that?
I don't think so. The
No, no,
air
no,
show
no.
is optional.
Right?
But they're nice. Honestly, I think they're nice. I've been
Yeah.
to two. One was for volunteer option, and then the other one was because I was working out there, like at F-45 studio.
So like a damn plane is flying low right
now.
over our head, right?
But I hate jets. Like they're on our base, but because they're loud, especially when you're
Yeah.
sleeping. But seeing them do their thing, it's cool. It's really cool,
Oh,
bro.
talking about loud. So when I first got to Fort Dix, Fort Dix, New Jersey is right across the street from McGuire Air Force Base.
Okay.
When those planes take off, you know that sonic boom? Oh, I'll never forget the first night. I'm like just starting to fall into a nice deep sleep. All of boom! I'm like, what the? And then you wait a little while and you start going back to sleep. Everything, boom!
Another, yep.
No, they take
A
off.
whole bunch
early.
of them, yeah.
Yeah, I think they just like, oh, we got new recruits across the street. And they turn the back of the plane towards us.
No, them things, they're
Yeah.
just loud.
Yeah,
in
they're loud.
General, oh my
that
God.
sonic boom, it's just, I'm like, how come I don't hear that when I'm in the plane?
Are you in a jet?
I've been in jets. I've been on all types of planes.
You've
but
been in those types of
Oh,
jets?
no.
Okay,
You're
it's
right.
a different.
You're right.
Yeah,
That's
it's a different.
I guess
it's
that's
a
what it is.
whole different thing.
I thought it was like, I never knew what type of planes were making that noise, but I knew the noise was coming from there because I had to ask,
I mean, they all are loud, like loud. Like if you work on the air wing at any time, like you should automatically get hearing loss, disability, like automatically.
Yeah.
Because that noise that you hear, one, you live on the base, you work on the base, you hear that noise consistently, you don't even know it. Like people, like after the first year,
What?
it becomes
What? What?
exactly.
Huh?
After the first year is done, your hearing
What do
is
you
gone.
want? Pizza. No, I said come inside, sir.
Oh
Pizza.
We're gonna jump into our next segment, and this one is also another question for you, but it's interesting.
Uh-oh.
So everyone knows and understands that military marriages accounts for at least like 65% of the divorce rate.
Hold on. Say that again. Talk just good. Say
So,
that clearly in the mic. I want to make sure I get
Military marriages accounts for roughly like 65% of all divorces across America. Yeah, they
Wow.
do. There's a lot of divorcing happening in the military.
I understand.
Why do you understand?
Guilty as charged. No, I mean, it's like military. You know, people get married in the military for all types of reasons. Now, I know lately I've heard a lot of you young folks are getting married for benefits. Now, that's not how it was back in my day.
What are you getting married for then?
People just want to hook up for permanent status. And, you know, it's
A
like,
permanent hookup, I guess. But marriage? That locks you in?
when you're, 21, 21, you're not thinking about the lock-in part. You're thinking about,
That's true, yeah.
I'll move out of this somewhere, somehow. Especially the military teaches you, you're gonna work it out, get out of this. So when you bring that into your life, it's like, marriage is like,
That, you're
I
right.
could do this.
Yeah, military marriage is like, I think because it's so normal, like no one, it's not
Yeah.
like a life, we don't think life or death. It's not,
Exactly,
I'm gonna be
you
with
don't-
you forever.
Exactly,
It's just, we're
it's
gonna
like-
ride this out, and whenever it ends, like, what are you gonna do?
It's like
But-
a skateboard. At the end of the driveway, I'll stop.
Yeah, they definitely marry for money, in at least my time does.
No, people marry for companionship. They marry
Well, yeah,
for all
I mean,
types
that's
of
all
stuff.
that stuff is nice, especially
Yeah.
when you're across the country, you're
Yeah.
you're by yourself. So that
You
happens.
know what
for
happened
sure.
to me with the military? And I recently figured this out.
What?
I took vacation once,
Your whole time?
4 years. And it was
Jesus.
practically forced on me. It was when I was coming from Germany
Yeah.
I PCS'd from Germany to Fort Hood, Texas.
Right.
So I came home because obviously I was there for 2 years. I've accumulated all this time. And they were like, you better start using that or you're going to lose that.
Yeah.
So I took 2 months. I came home for 2 months. And that, in the end, scared the crap out of me.
That's too long of a vacation.
Yo, I realized, it's funny? No one believed I was going back. All my friends are like, you ain't going back, are you? I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm going to be AWOL. What's that? Absent without leave. You know what that means?
Jail time.
Jail time. I ain't got time for that. Military prison ain't nothing like anything you ever seen or heard out here. I don't want no parts of it. None. Oh no. So I remember, I think that's what made me know, like, oh yeah, you going back.
Right.
You
Yeah.
ain't playing around.
Yeah, 2 months before you, and then you have to go. That's a long time back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Then
can see that.
went
I
out to
took
Fort
leave
Hood.
every year.
Every year?
Every year. Why not?
You get 30. Do they still give you 30 days a year?
30 days a year. So I took I had to take. If I didn't come home, my mom would cuss me out.
Oh.
There's no way I wasn't gonna come
My
home.
big concerns was first station was Mannheim, Germany.
Okay, that's different though.
I'm
You're
not coming
all-
back to the U.S. and then go to
Yeah.
Mannheim, Germany. It's just not.
Yeah.
The
Like, I wouldn't-
chances of
yeah,
that
it's
is
too
not
far.
there.
It's too
It's too
far.
far.
Like,
I could
if it
sit
was
this
your
out
permanent
2 years.
station, like if I was in Germany or Japan, in my case, I would have been there for 4 years straight.
Yeah.
I would have definitely came home. I had to.
Nah. If I was
At least
stationed in
once?
Germany 4 years straight,
At least
I
one
wasn't-
time.
I was not gonna come.
Why?
After
I mean,
the
one time,
first
you're
6
taking like one whole month, so it's a long time in between going and coming. I think.
After the first 6 months, I was locked in.
Well, you were having fun over
Germany
there.
spoiled me. Let me just say this much. I was
Germany doesn't
stationed
sound
in
fun.
Germany. I lived in Europe.
I know you said that. You say that all the time.
Yeah, I look, I knew my way around Europe
Yeah.
so good. I lived in Germany. I was stationed in Germany. But by God, France is right there.
Yeah.
Amsterdam right there. You know,
Did you go to
it's-
Amsterdam?
Come on, how many times? You know, it's
I
crazy.
just
So
had
I
to
went back
ask.
to Amsterdam with my last family. Hey, that's what they were.
Yeah.
So I went back to Amsterdam. I went to Germany and I drove into Amsterdam. I'm taking my offspring and my ex. We're all driving.
Yeah.
And I'm telling them, we're getting ready to come into Holland. That's Amsterdam and Holland. So we're getting ready to cross over. And I'm like, all right, get out your passports. We're getting ready to cross. And we're in a rental. And I'm driving. Because when I was there, they were closed borders. When I went back, and when I was doing this was 2016, we just crossed the border. The only thing that changed was the lights on the freaking dash. It went from orange to yellow. I swear, it's true story.
Really?
When you change
Oh,
into the
wow.
different countries, the lights on the dash and all the interior lights changed.
Oh wow.
It was really, so that lets you know you're in a different country.
Okay, different
Back
rules.
then, I used to do this. I'll take the USO, which is United Services Overseas. They give these tours. You know what it is.
Yeah.
I used to get on the bus with them. Oh, come on, I lived in Europe. I get on the bus with them. I cross over to France. I got threatened so many times. Don't you dare leave us again. I'm in France.
Right, exactly.
We
Well,
go over to
yeah.
Strasbourg. What am I? I've been to Strasbourg before. Okay, guess what? I know where the train station is. I made friends on. Oh, let's go down to Nice. I had a ball. I had a good time.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Europe so much that when I came
bet.
back,
Europe sounds fun. I definitely want to travel through there as well as I get older for sure.
but
You've been all
Europe.
over the globe now.
yeah, I've
Pretty
been
much.
not all over, but you've been on different parts. Like you were in Japan, right?
Right, yeah,
Okay.
just Japan, unfortunately, because
Unfortunately,
I went in during COVID, so
Oh, yes,
just to
it's-
stop the spread of all. I mean, it was hard enough to get in Japan as it is
Hmm.
because of they're so strict with their restrictions there,
Mm-hmm.
and then they closed down all the other because once you go to Japan, you usually go to like Korea,
Right,
the Philippines, and whatever other country they have lined
Right,
up for
right.
debts.
Yeah.
So, freaking yeah, I just went to Japan and then in state areas, Nevada.
I feel for you. I
Japan
was stationed.
was nice. It was nice there.
I was stationed in Germany, but good God. And boy, did I been all over that place. I had a ball. I mean, I really had a good time. And people think, this is the thing about the military. Like, I mean, you have your assignment. You have
Yeah.
your where you going.
Yeah.
But then you also have a life.
You do.
I don't know about
kinda.
now, but I know back then I had a life. I travel. I've seen stuff that when I was 21, 22 years old, I could have
Yeah.
shared with my wealthy banker friends who, they grew up going to the Swiss Alps to ski. And I'm like, yeah, I've been there. Oh, how were you there? Oh, I used to live in Europe. I lived in Europe. And then they're like, where? I lived in Germany. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
all
you know,
posh.
unless they're pierced down to find out how and where.
Yeah.
I lived in Germany. You know,
They
like,
don't need to know the
They
whole
don't need to know.
story.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, no. They were like, oh, we can't look down on him. Because, you know, they're looking for a reason to
Yeah,
look down on you,
of
you know?
course,
Oh,
yeah.
come on. It's like, come on. I'm like, no.
Um,
I lived in Germany. I lived in Europe.
That's awesome, man. I do wish I got to go to more countries in the military. Like, cause that, you know, I don't know if they did that back in the day. When you go to the recruiter's office, they have these little like,
Join the army to see the world.
no, well,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
but it's like these little bricks or tags, and you pick 3 that you want. So it's like travel, education, whatever. It's a whole bunch of different tags, and I think I picked travel, education, and
We
something
didn't have
else.
those.
Yeah.
No.
No, you didn't have that.
No, I just
Well,
had the train is going to leave at 4 o'clock.
Oh.
You got to be on it.
Well, at least my recruiter did, because he knew how to. It was a Jamaican, and he knew how to travel.
He knew how to sell it to you.
Yeah, he did. Because I
Hold on,
I wanted to
hold on.
travel.
May I tell you right now? No,
Oh my god.
my recruiting story is funny as all hell. So I decided that I'm going to join the military.
Mm-hmm.
This is my thing. I got to get up off this block.
Right.
But I had a fear factor going on. Don't think I just got. There are a lot of people who thought, oh yeah, he got up and
Just went.
he went down there. No.
Yeah.
You know, my building, 360.
Mm-hmm.
Right in the back of it, there's Trinity Bar now.
Yeah.
That's where the recruiting station
Oh
was.
yeah, you said that.
So I came downtown. Where 360 State is right now, it was a big gravel parking lot. I walked past where Trinity Bar is now, past the recruiting studio, walked around through that gravel parking lot, walked back up State Street. I'm like, man, I got to do it. Then I came back down, what's that, whatever little street is that? I can't remember the name of the street. Back onto Orange, walked by it 3 times. Finally,
3 times.
guy came out and said, so you going to come in or what?
Oh wow.
Like they saw me doing it. They were watching me.
They knew you
So
were
you gotta come in
scared.
on that. I'm like, come on, let's go. I'm like, say, all right, I'm with the Marines. No, I'm looking for Army. Army sergeant came running out the back. He was like,
Yep.
oh, he said Army. Let him in, because that's once
Yeah.
once you say where you want to go, everybody hands off. And I passed that. So they told me, and I said, why you want to leave the block so quick? I'm like, I just want to get up off the block. I just want to go serve my country. Now, the way I was telling the story as a 17-year-old, they're like, yeah, there's something wrong
Yeah.
here. He's running from something. He
Right,
did some
exactly.
crime. Oh, they ran my background check, and back then they had to go over to the police department, get the information. I'm like, damn, how is he squeaky? Do you know that man asked me, Sergeant Johnson? Always remember. Now, you sure you didn't do something that's going to show up while you're in the military? Because we'll take you out. I'm like, I didn't do anything, man.
Wow.
But I just wanted to leave the block.
Yeah.
And he
That's
said,
good.
well, he said, well, what kind of job? I said, what's this 11 Bravo? And he said, oh, yeah, you can have that. I said, no, that's the one I don't want. Because I spoke with military people who told me 11 Bravo, now everybody have that as their primary.
Yeah.
Was that your
I
primary?
don't know. What do you mean?
That's bushwhack. You like, like out front.
No.
Infantry.
No.
know,
That's not what everyone. I mean, I guess everyone does have it technically, but
Yeah.
you select like a specific job.
Oh, okay.
Because you have infantry as its own MOS.
Oh, no, there is
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah.
then you have 11 Bravo. When I heard 11 Bravo, he said, oh, yeah,
You
we
knew
could have. I'm
now.
like, no, that's the one I don't want.
Yeah.
I said, well, what do you want? I said, well, I like working on vehicles. What can I do? Oh, okay. Well, in order to make your job, we're going to have to process you and get you out of here by next week. I was like, that's what I want. They're like,
Wow.
are you serious? I'm like, yeah. Oh. And okay, so we're going to need your mother to sign because you're not 18. I'm like, no, we're going to let me pass everything first.
Before.
before that. Now,
Yeah.
here's a funny story now. After I passed my medical, now, I told my mom I'm going down to get a job, and she wants to use it. You want me to make a call for you?
Yeah.
You want to see you? I'm like, no, I got this. Let me do this. And she's like, all this time I'm down here signing up for the military. I show up with the recruiter at the door. He's wearing his uniform and
Right,
knocks
yeah.
on the door. And she opens the door. This is like 5:36 in the afternoon. He opened the door, and it's this recruiter standing there with me next to him. Like, oh, hell no. What did you do? She thought it was a cop. She just sort of she was ready to lock and load on me. What did he do? Pull me in. That was the whole thing. And she didn't really want to sign either. She was like, only son, so
Yeah,
she didn't
yeah.
really want to sign. My brothers are on my father's side. So,
Right.
nah. But then I give her the old okey doke. I'm like, this country's been real good to our family, least I could do is go search. She looked at me like, oh, you got lyrics, huh? You got lyrics? And she did it in a Trini accent.
Yeah.
Oh, you have lyrics? You come up in here with your lyrics? All right, okay, all right. When you hear pow, pow, pow next to your head, what are you gonna do? I'm like, duck. Oh, you got lyrics? I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, my
but that
God.
was her thing. That
Yeah.
line, because she was in politics, that line is like, what's
Sold
mine?
her, yeah. I mean, I can see, like, obviously as a mom signing, like, what comes with the military. Most
Yeah.
people does come back home, but there is a big chance of not coming back home. So I understand why moms are hesitant more so than anyone else.
In all actuality, any job you have, there's a chance of you not coming home.
Yeah, I mean, that's
And
true. Yeah,
it's
that's
just
true.
increased in the military.
Military, yeah.
But any job you have, I mean, military, law enforcement, those
Yeah.
jobs are like, one of the things that I always say that I have a problem with when some commander tells under ranks in law enforcement, make sure you go home at the end of your shift.
Mm-hmm.
That's a line that I think should be banned in law enforcement, because if my mentality is make sure I go home at the end of my shift, chances are I might not rationalize what's in front of me.
Yeah, because you're just thinking about going
I'm
home.
thinking of going home.
Yep.
So I always have a problem with that statement.
Mm.
Military, it's the same game. You have to know that this is what you sign up for.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's what we did as a
Yeah.
veteran, as a soldier, that's
Yeah.
what you sign up for,
Right.
and you don't make excuses.
Well, I didn't sign up for everything, but
I signed up for the benefits.
some of the stuff I'm just like, I did not sign up for that. That when I was in, oh my God, when I was in MCT and we
What's
were
that,
doing,
MCT?
It was like our combat training.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Military combat.
yeah, so you're doing a lot more stuff, more hands-on stuff
Yeah.
with the guns and all that. And anytime a girl would say anything, or just as a slight complaint, it could just be like, "Damn, it's hot in North Carolina." Well, you signed a contract. I'm like, "Damn, bro!" Like,
And it's true.
It is true, but can I say it's hot? It is hot.
But
like,
you realize no one said make sure you go home at the end of your shift.
no, they don't say
You
that.
take responsibility for
Yeah.
what you did. One way or another,
Yeah.
they reinforce the responsibility for what you did.
Yeah, the military is hilarious, man. It's brought a lot of good, a lot of interesting.
Look, it brought good, it brought bad.
Bad.
I had bad experiences in there. I'm not gonna say it was all good. I had bad experiences. That's why I did 4 years. Honorable discharge.
Right.
Sergeant. Came out as sergeant, E5.
Oh my
Yep.
God. It wasn't that impossible to get sergeant back in the day, okay?
Oh, she can say whatever she
I'm
wants.
I'm just saying.
I had that up there. Hello.
Yeah. Okay. The only reason, first of all, you made sergeant in 3 years, right?
Yeah.
3 years. Okay. They changed that once I got in. It was you had
Yeah,
to
because you
had
guys
to
weren't
re-enlist.
you guys not as sharp as the crew that when I was.
No,
there.
they know how much sergeant means to people. They're like, everybody wants to get that rank. So that's why they try to trick you. Oh, re-enlist, boom, automatic sergeant.
I could have went to 6.
Really? In 4 years?
No, if I
Oh, re-enlisted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Six was coming. Seven,
Yeah.
I probably would have got to seven.
Yeah, you got to do
But-
time and stuff for that.
Yeah, but
Well, I don't know about
six,
the Army.
I definitely was gonna get six in about like a year and a half, 18 months, maybe 2. I was a promotable guy.
I bet. But
I was a true soldier.
I don't. You know what the thing is too. Even with promoting, and I feel like you need to be at the. I agree to a certain extent a little bit about when they say you need to be in those ranks because you can promote quick because you can go on boards and stuff if you're good. If you make sure your fitness and all that is good, your education, you can get promoted pretty quickly. Your uniform looks good, but their whole thing is you need to be at this rank. You need to understand what it means at this rank. Therefore, when you move on, you can lead those at that rank. That
You know,
was the
someone
whole- at
said
least in the
something to
Marine
me.
Corps.
Someone said something to me when I was in Germany. A sergeant said to me when I was an E3, a PFC, and he said, "Joseph, you're a good leader." He said, "You know why you're a good leader?"
Why?
And he said, "Because you understand that it's okay to make a mistake." And that stuck with me. He said a few other things too, but that one stuck with me. You understand? So when I made a mistake,
Yeah.
I didn't sit there and wallow in it. I corrected. I went so that showed leadership.
Right. I mean, that's
And
you're
that's
supposed
what
to do,
grabbed the
yeah.
attention of those who were putting that rank on
Yeah.
my shoulder.
Fair enough. I'm sure those are deserved and earned, but we're going to roll into our next topic, which is vet formation.
Fall in. What happens in formation? You get information, and this is what we're about to do.
All right, so for vet formation as well, we wanted to push out VRNE for those who aren't aware, VRNE is the Veterans Readiness and Employment. So think of the VRNE much like the GI Bill. However, they're getting you ready for a job.
Wow.
So so you want to be a banker, and to be a banker, you need a bachelor's degree in banking, whatever, or accounting.
Oh, you just need to know how to 1 + 1 don't come up with 3, or you don't get the banking job.
Not in today's society. You need a degree for everything.
Yeah,
unless you got
you
the
need a
little
degree.
hookup, but the homie hookup. But if you don't have that, you can go to VRNE, right, and tell them I want to be an accountant.
Mm-hmm.
They'll say, okay, they'll do a whole plan with you and schedule it. Okay, you're going to achieve this in 3 years to whatever. If that means you need a degree, they'll help you go to school. They'll help you get a laptop. They'll get you books,
Wow.
pencils, pens, whatever
Wow.
you need to get that job.
Okay, pause. Mama, you got that 17-year-old sitting around your house.
Yep.
You
doing
know
nothing.
he ain't doing much. Put him in boots. Sign the dotted line. Tell him I see you in 4. Then you're going to UConn. Then you're going to school. It might not be UConn, but then you're going to school, boy.
Whatever school that is.
Yeah, whatever school it
Whatever
is.
school you want.
Right. So if it's a trade that you want to do, like mechanics.
It's not just college. That's the beauty of it as well. It's mechanics. It's if you want to be a
Electrician, plumber.
cosmetologist, whatever. They'll pay for you to get that
Excuse
degree.
me. I think that's what we got away from in this country. We forgot that not everyone wants a 4-year degree.
And not everyone needs one. We need
Exactly.
plumbers. We need
Thank you.
cosmetologists. We need electricians. So you don't need this fancy degree. We need trade jobs, and trade jobs pay money.
First of all, I heard about a business. I'm not going to get into it because I'm going to lose it if I talk about it. I'm just going to
we
lose
gotta
it.
roll into our next segment anyways.
There we go. Please, save
remember
me.
VRNE. Just head to
V-
VRNE.
VRNE.
We'll have everything linked, obviously, below. You guys could go check that out. And if you're a veteran, if you don't know what you want to do, just give it a try. It's worth it.
You may as well.
Why not, right?
Yeah.
You're not lose. Oh, and
hold
on
on,
top
hold
of
on.
that,
How far off from veterans are you? How old of a veteran do you have
you need
to
to
be?
be?
Yeah.
Oh, just a veteran.
Just a veteran?
Yeah, you just need to be a veteran.
You know
Wait, I'm lying. Stop.
Okay.
Let me get back to that. I believe you need to be over 50%. Yes.
Oh.
50%. You have to have 50% disability to be eligible for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, we got hot topics for you guys in this this topic this week is former director of Dublin VA arrested on child molestation charges.
Of what? Which VA? Dublin?
Dublin. That's in
Dublin?
Georgia.
Who?
Georgia.
Dublin, Georgia. I
Yeah.
thought you were going to say Dublin, Ireland. I was like, that don't count. That's not, just getting ready to flip that real quick. I guess it's our problem.
Georgia, Ireland.
Dublin, Georgia.
Dublin, Georgia.
Mhm.
VA director
Yeah.
arrested and charged with child molestation. How did we get here? Why?
It's
why
like-
are we here? You're supposed to be working on their benefits.
Yeah.
Getting money out, getting the word out. What are you doing?
Hold on. He's the veterans director.
Yep.
I mean, was he a veteran? Oh, is he a veteran?
I didn't see any information on him that linked to him being a veteran.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So he's the veterans director.
Yeah.
Got to understand this. The VA director that's the man in the area.
Right.
That's the person in the area. That's who you go to, the man or woman
That's who you get
of
your-
that space. You know, called the Diddy effect. Did I say that loud?
Oh my God.
Did I say that loud?
Too early?
Too early.
Too soon?
Too soon.
I think for Hot Topics, we need good news going forward.
Yeah, we gotta have
It's like,
good news.
yeah, I mean, I'm looking
But this
for
is
good
hot
news,
topics,
but,
though. But it is hot.
It's what's hot in the veteran military
Right, exactly.
circle.
And that's hot topics.
Yeah.
Don't shy away from that. We gotta talk about
I'm
that
just
stuff.
saying some good news can't hurt. We got a Jason Bourne wannabe. From the last episode, we got, what was the other one? The one touching things he wasn't supposed to. Dr. Stockton, you going for your shoulder.
Dr.
and
Drop
you want-
Drop.
First episode, we got, it's just, come on, let me hear some good news. But, you know, that's what we're here for, to bring you good news, bad news, and to educate you, regardless of what it is.
There you go. Listen, people, want to thank you for hanging out with us one more time. Here we are. We'll see you guys next week as we represent the men and women who wore that uniform, the veterans.
Yep.
Yes, we say to you, salute.
Salute.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Here we go! 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 Here we go!